Can we do this? I put a spell on you because it's vocabulary, and vocabulary has a lot of spelling in it. Hey, welcome to another edition of Can You Beat Me? It's a vocabulary test. It's 15 questions. It's multiple choice. 3 possible answers. These tests are taken live from Reader's Digest, well, taken live online, I should say, by me in one take. First time through, see how I do, see how you do. We'll compare who wins. If you beat me, I ask you to share your fame. Let somebody know how wonderful you are. If you go down in flames, it's time to share that shame and post it out. Let people know you're learning something and being educated. Because what we're all here to do is to raise the conversation, be better understood, be better educated. These words, as I say, taken from Reader's Digest, always have something in common. And on this test today, the commonality is that they're all British words. So kind of Queen's Englishy stuff, a bevy of British words. You don't have to hop across the pond to learn these. You can just sit back and enjoy as we jump right in with question number 1. Question number 1 is fiddly. Fiddly is an adjective. Fiddly is it A, set to lively music, B, needing close attention, or C, insignificant. Set to lively music A, B, needing close attention, or C, insignificant. You know, I know you could fiddle. That would be too lively music. You can fiddle with something that does need close attention. And C, fiddly, insignificant. Oh, fiddlesticks. You know, fiddle being maybe for some reason I'm feeling like it's insignificant. I'm going to go with C on this one. We'll see how I do at the end, as I say when we reveal the answers. Number 2, knackered. Knackered is an adjective. Knackered means either A, clever, B, exhausted, or C, cluttered. That would be knackered. A, clever, B, exhausted, or C, cluttered. Oh boy, you are knackered. Yeah, that doesn't really sound right for clever. I'm so knackered I've been out in the field all day. This place is knackered. Cluttered. You know, I'm going to go with B on this, exhausted. It sounds like something you would say if you were exhausted, that you were knackered to me. Number 3, Brawley. Brawley is a noun. Brawley either means A, umbrella, B, a young man, or C, a streetcar. So A, umbrella, B, a young man, or C, a streetcar. Well, I know a streetcar can be a trolley. A young man could be in a brawl. I haven't heard of a young man called a Brawley. Or it could be a slang on an umbrella, and I think I'm going to go with A, umbrella. Number 4. Number 4 is pitch. Pitch is a noun. And based off of these 3 choices, it's not the ones you thought. It's either A, a northern county, B, a playing field, or C, a stiff collar. A, northern county, B, playing field, or C, a stiff collar. Being that I've watched some English sports on TV, Australian sports, how about we go with B, pitch. The players are about to take the pitch, so I'm going to go with B, playing field. Number 5, hey look, we're already 1/3 of the way through. Number 5 is ta. Ta is an interjective. Ta. And that means either oh dear, or to your health, or thanks. So A is oh dear, B, to your health, or C, thanks. It sounds to me like something you do like Prost when you're toasting. So I'm going to go with to your health on this, B, for me. Number 6 is posh. Posh is an adjective. Posh means either A, squishy, B, fancy, or C, disdainful. A, squishy, B, fancy, or C, disdainful. And I'm going to give full credit to the Spice Girls on this one, because I know they're not naming themselves squishy or disdainful, so I'm going with B, fancy. Number 7, cack-handed, adjective. Cack-handed. Does that mean either A, guilty, B, clumsy, or C, made to order? A, guilty, B, clumsy, or C, made to order? Oh, cack-handed. That does sound like something if you stole something you would be guilty. I guess that could be cack-handed. Cack-handed does seem to imply clumsy to me. Made to order. Oh, look, I made this by hand. No, that's handmade. That's not made to order. Cack-handed. I'm going to go with be clumsy on that one and move on to number 8. Aubergine. Nope. Wait a minute. Looking at the pronunciation, it's a little different than that. It's aubergine. Aubergine is either A, a plum, B, zucchini, or C, eggplant. A, plum, B, zucchini, or C, eggplant. You know, on this one, I know it's going to be a fruit or a vegetable that I choose as an answer. And I think I'm going to go with plum. I think maybe there's a large variety of plums. Like when I'm fascinated by the great variety of different apples these days. So I'm going to go with A, plum. Number 9, argy-bargy. Argy-bargy. Number 9 is a noun. It means either A, pint of beer, B, argument, or C, royal carriage. A, pint of beer, B, argument, or C, royal carriage. And here comes Lady Di getting out of the royal carriage. What a lovely argy-bargy. Don't think I've heard that. Hey, mate! How about another argy-bargy? That sounds more like a brand than a pint of beer. So I'm going to go with a slang term for argument and move on from there. Number 10, chuffed. Chuffed is an adjective. It means either A, polished, B, discarded, or C, delighted. A, polished, B, discarded, or C, delighted. Chuffed. I'm been chuffing that for quite some time. I don't know. That doesn't sound like you'd use that for polish. I chuffed it. I chucked it. That would be discarded. So I'm going to go with C, delighted on number 10. Number 11, dog's breakfast. Dog's breakfast is a noun, and it means either A, a confusing mess, B, a savory pie, or C, a morning walk. A, confusing mess, B, savory pie, or C, a morning walk. Well, I doubt you're going to name a savory pie a dog's breakfast. I don't think a lot of people would be ordering that. And dog's breakfast seems like something they leave behind on a morning walk. So I'm going to go with A, a confusing mess on that, and move on to number 12. Number 12 is clanger. Clanger is a noun. Does that mean church bell, B, copycat, or C, blunder? A would be church bell, B would be copycat, and C would be blunder. Church bell, copycat, or blunder. You know, it could be one of those slang things where the British like to, hey, listen to that clanger going off in that church bell. I think I'm going to go with A, church bell on this one. And move on to number 13, nick. Nick is a verb, and it means either A, shove, B, rush, or C, steal. A, shove, B, rush, or C, steal. Well, I think I've seen this on British TV. To nick something is to steal it. So I'm going to stay with that as C, steal. Number 14, chinwag. Chinwag is a noun, and it means either A, a close shave, B, a friendly chat, or C, a goatee. A, a close shave, B, a friendly chat, or C, a goatee. I think I did all three of those this morning. I've had a close shave, I'm having a friendly chat, and I've got a goatee. But I like the idea of your chin moving when you're talking, so I think I'm going to go with the friendly chat on number 14. And last but not least, number 15 is poppet. Poppet is a noun that means either A, little one, B, bobble, or C, tea biscuit. A, little one, B, bobble, or C, tea biscuit. That's a little one. You are certainly a poppet. Look at me bobble. It's a poppet. Oh, I'm going to take this tea biscuit and pop it. I think I'm going to go with the tea biscuit on this one. What do you think? I don't know, but that's all 15. Hey, now we're going to get around to the answers and see if you beat. Remember, if you do beat me, it's up to you to share that fame. If you lose, I'm asking that you post your shame and let other people know, hey, this guy's educating me. We're learning something over here and we're having a good time doing it. Okay, moving on to the answers. You know, there's always a little segment here where they give us a little bit of on the topic. Let's just say that. You know, Brits and Yanks do write words differently, and this is mostly due to American dictionary writer, lexicographer, that's what it's called, Noah Webster. He tweaked some of the terms to match our pronunciations. Color lost the U in it. Center changed the E and R at the end around. And defense switched to the S to defense, making these things more the way that we said them. One that he wanted to change, but it didn't make it into the dictionary, was tongue. He wanted T-U-N-G, and frankly, I would have been happy with that. I always have to second guess myself on how I'm spelling tongue. Anyway, all right, on to the answers. Number 1, B, or fiddly is B, needing close attention. I hate sewing on buttons. It's such fiddly work. Huh. I think I already missed one. Number 2, knackered. Knackered is B for exhausted. Knackered after a long week, Giles ordered pizza and watched reruns instead of going to the gym. Number 3, Brawley is A, umbrella, so it is a short slang for umbrella. Bring your boots and your Brawley. It's going to pour today. Thank you for enduring that accent. Number 4, pitch is the playing field. The Reds dominated the game from the moment they stepped onto the pitch. Number 5, ta is C, thanks. Ta, Dad, Imogen yelled as she grabbed her lunch and ran out the door. So if you say ta-ta, are you saying thanks and bye? No. Anyway, moving on. Number 6 again is Posh. Posh is B, fancy. My wife wants to go camping for our anniversary, but I'd prefer a weekend in a posh hotel. You know, I've done a lot of camping, and I'll tell you, around about day 5, you're done with sleeping on that hard dirt. Day 7, cack-handed. Cack-handed is B for clumsy. Why am I always so cack-handed, Susan grumbled, picking up shards of glass from the floor. Oh, Susan, that was a real blow. Okay, number 8, aubergine. Aubergine is C, eggplant. I picked the wrong vegetable. The chef chopped squash, aubergine, and garlic for the stir-fry. Not exactly the best-sounding stir-fry. Number 9, argy-bargy is B, an argument. I don't agree with you, but let's not get into an argy-bargy about it, Rupert snapped. Number 10, chuffed. Chuffed is C, delighted. I think I got a lucky guess on that one. Arthur was chuffed when his painting won first place at the art show. Good for you. Number 11, dog's breakfast is a confusing mess. Dr. Cornwell's filing system is a complete dog's breakfast. I don't know how she finds anything. I think I worked for a Dr. Cornwell then. Just the confusing messes. Number 12 is clanger. Clanger is C, a blunder. After a series of on-air clangers, the newscaster was fired. You know, it's really strange that I have not heard that. It seems to me there'd be an entire compilation of clangers from British newscasters, and I would have stumbled across that or something like that, but I've never heard that. Number 13, nick. Nick is C, to steal. I can't believe someone would nick me laptop, Felicity cried. Well, Felicity is not very shrewd if she doesn't think somebody would take a laptop. And number 14, chinwag is B. It's a friendly chat like we're doing right here. George and Nigel met at the pub every Wednesday for a chinwag. And number 15 is poppet, A, little one. Give your granny a kiss, poppet. I think I missed quite a few on this one, and you've got a very good shot at beating me. So let's go on and take a look at the vocabulary ratings. This is where we determine just how well you did. If you did 9 or below, consider yourself to be the Duchess of York. You're kind of out there. If you got 10 to 12, you're the princess. You're waiting to inherit the title. And if you scored 13 to 15, you are the queen. You're the top to be seen. And now it's a question of how you did. Remember, hey, there's a buttons here below for liking, helping, subscribing, those kinds of things. Appreciate it if you do those kind of things so that we spread the word and grow the channel. This has been another edition of Can You Beat Me?